Well, good morning again. So good to be with you. I'm here out on my daily walk, and I want to talk to you about another tip that I discovered. First, I read about it, and something that I avoided all my life because I absolutely hate to do it. So another tip today is about helping you to reverse age, feel good, and look better. And it begins with an S. Maybe you could see it. I have a sheen of it on my face right now. I've been walking for about 20 minutes. And I notice about 10 minutes in, guess what? I start to sweat. I know, not very ladylike. Perspire? I don't know. I don't perspire. I sweat. And I have to tell you, it is the one thing in all my life that I absolutely hated. I remember in high school and gym, I hated it. I hated to sweat. You know, we had those stupid uniforms. Did you have the blue uniform? The blue or the green uniform? It's like a prison uniform. In gym, oh my God, sweating. I always had big hair, always a little bit too hairy too. And remember, I was always just a little bit overweight, so it didn't help. And then after high school, I avoided it like the plague. Who the heck wants to sweat? Put that air conditioner on. Let's not walk too far. But I not just read. So recently, with my favorite YouTube doctors and those that are talking about getting healthy and eating healthy and just living a better life, they talked about sweating. And sweating, I mean, you don't have to go out into the big, all over. But if we sweat at least once a day, and it doesn't have to be a lot, for me, before my weight loss, it would only take me about 30 seconds to start sweating. I'm serious. Now it takes me a good, 10, 15 minutes of my walk, and I can start to feel a little sheen on my forehead. And that's all you really need. You need to get your metabolism fired, warmed up, sweated up, and get some of that stuff out, and especially through your pores, especially your face, and the areas that we all, well, I know as women, are super worried or interested, or that is a thing that's the first thing that we look at, right? And the first thing that we kind of worry about, all the stuff we can hide. So it's not a big deal. We're not talking a lot. Start out with a half a minute of what you could stand. And again, we're not talking about these full-blown sweats that you normally, like when we grew up, that we thought we had to do in the gym. You had to sweat it out. Half hour, an hour of cardio. That's crazy. We don't need that. After 50, you don't need that. You need the movement like we talked about in our other video. And number 2 is try to work up a sweat, or just sweat. Just sweat a little bit. Start, if you can't stand it, just start with a little. Start with a minute. Stop. It's uncomfortable. Work it up. Doesn't have to be a lot. I wouldn't recommend a lot. You just need to trigger that. I guess just get your metabolism in gear. And there's a whole bunch of other technical stuff, which, since I'm not a doc, honestly, I couldn't even explain it to you. I just know that it's working. It's working for me, and it can work for you too. Okay, you're going to give it a try? All right, you're going to move a little bit today and see if you can work up that sweat a little bit. Just a little bit. And you can do more tomorrow. All right, listen, I hope this helps. If not, it's at least food for thought. If you haven't already, please do hit subscribe. It does help me. And like the video if you see fit. But the subscribe is really big and that would help. Meanwhile, I'm a little out of breath too. And sweating. It's going to be a great day.